Chapter 28. Open your heart to the renewing times. As arrivals begin, we will open the way for many to join with us and serve with us. These ways are open to our settling of our set to truth with answers to our ways. And many more seeing as all starts with us. This means a person who chooses to answer to our call of service with us is ready to open to the great mysteries of the universes and the many beings who are living on many other planets and with greater technologies not seen on Earth. Serving with us heals with many, as they are set to on Earth and have no knowledge of understood truth, as their memories of who they are have been shut off by genetic manipulation serving in the DNA strands. These ways of serving this settle with answers with renewal. All healing is settled easily as we can simply reconnect these strands with evidence of our understood medical ways and healing is served. But with this comes a surge of memories that will need guidance to deal with, love to support it, and care to heal these sometimes difficult and horrible experiences. Be reassured, we have all we need to help you with these ways and renew your place with us. As the arrivals begin, all who are ready for these better ways of renewal will serve with us, as these times are needing you to open to us. Settle with earth ways, as these experiences have now come to an end. These ways of great settling will cause all others to open to Answer to Answers, the book that remains in my lap and serves me with light of understanding. Be well vindicated, as all better truth will begin to answer you and renew with your truth. Be understood by us and better served by us, and know you are a part of us, ready to return to your place of origin. Be well serving our ways together, and settle with the seeing of who we are, as we are your family waiting for you to awaken to this truth. Be ready and respond to our call, as arrivals begin and serve understandings responding to our knowledge and our ways. Be serving better truth as all heals and is serving understanding. Not one of you will be disappointed because all of you have traveled the road of earthly experiences and better understand what needs to be seen and shared by all our ways. Be certain you are seeing these truths as we speak and are well aware of how all heals as these times are in great need of our time to open to the world. These times are here now, and deal with the death of soon so many with a war, we must tell you, is coming very soon. These preparations are settling more now, as many believe this to be a religious war, but in fact it is settling with nothing more than money, power, and greed from all sides disguised as a war of ideologies. Do not be fooled by the rhetoric of these displays of words used, corrupting my words and my son's words. This angers me, I must say, because healing time is responding, and our Lucifer wishes to create more chaos to better delay this process. But no, we will intervene at the necessary time, but we cannot stop this first attack, as it is answering to the ways of the universal laws, and we respect the purpose of these understood wars, as this is healing with many souls who need to move through death to cross over. Be certain, we are waiting on the other side, ready to help those of innocence and victims of war. But we are not allowed to intervene at this time before the act is committed. Be respecting our ways of respecting a culture's evolution to learn of their ways of serving another, as this is their choice, and all must see. We are ready to act as the good contract is dealing with corruption. Contract broken. Be seeing how all truth will heal as all telling is seen. No, we are soon answering to all who will be in the greatest need first. This is the way we answer you at this time in your history. Be well settling with earth ways. Be calm, and be well answered by our ways, as these ways will prove who we are, and why we are returning to earth to judge the living and the dead of soul. Better times are soon here, and better truth will open the way for our set seeing and our set ways, as all becomes sorted and dealt with. Be seeing how all troubling servants of Lucifer will know what they are doing to oppose the awakening and the freeing of my children. This was seen before in other times and in other places. All who are settling with earth ways see this clearly as you are victimized more when you start awakening and attacked by all those who serve darkness and selfishness. Evidence of this, many of you suffered as the current use of the word bullying reflects these psychopathic behaviors generally used to create such chaos in your lives with the goal of stopping you from opening to my love and light. Those of you who persevere are well past these actions against you, but many of you who are starting to open to light are settling more and more with attacks from all sides. Be ready and free yourselves from those who wish to cause you harm, as they are not caring of how much harm they open you to. Now see how all becomes well answered and well dealt with. Be certain you will soon better answer to evidence of seeing this, as you begin to search for truth. These psychopathic ways originate from one being only, and all who use these ways as attacks are in his service, and there are many. Be seeing how the patterns of this behavior always repeats itself, as it is destructive and not constructive. No, you have all you need to be answering back to these abuses, as you begin to answer to truth, and you will soon see how all starts unraveling. These times are soon here for you to open to. You will understand the need to learn to undo the harm put on you at all serving times in all lives, culminating in this lost life for many. These ways of clearing these lost experiences begin to be well understood when the pattern is well identified, and causing you to dismantle the effects on you as you see how these ways repeats themselves. This is the last piece of the puzzle and serves to prepare you to have the light of understanding and knowledge with your return home. Heal with us after this is done, and see this is as a great sharing of experiences needed to learn how to respond and be ready for any of these attacks. These ways are seen as the only way, said to being who does not cause destruction. Identify these actions and learn how to dismantle them with the uses of truth, distance, and dealt with emotions. This we all need to learn ourselves, as the way of great seeing brought us to these understood ways of opposing forces. All these ways of destruction are now in need of healing, and all this truth is serving all of us who are here and who are said to. We are now ready to deal with this knowledge of Lucifer's ways, and we are ready to end with this now. There is no balance with evil and good, only destruction, as this is the only path this being can follow. Now all is here to open to you, and you are settling with your ways of dealing with these answers. Be well answered, and be ready, as all renewals are soon opening to you, and will better so with your truth. See to it that you unravel the last parts of the destruction ideals, wars, and the economics behind it, and see to it that you understand well the purpose of these actions, as nothing good can come from these actions against good souls who are not of these kinds. Heal your broken hearts with us as we reunite, and know all truth will be shown to you, arriving soon to answer all your questions and all your needs. Be well settling with earth ways, and believe all will soon be changed and well answered by us. Answer back to your abuses with us by your side. God, received on July the 11th, 2012, by Za. Chapter 29. Life on earth is answering to darkness. Now see this change. See these ways of corruption be well changed and well understood. Be settling with the ways of slavery and deceptions. Be willing to see all as it is and move to the seeing of truth. Be well answered by our time to share knowledge and understanding with answers to our truth. Be well answered by the servants of Lucifer's response to our arrivals, as they will only be settling with violence and better ways of trying to stop us from landing. Be better answered by these words, and know nothing will stop us from landing. They are planning this as we speak because they know they will break the contract and suffer the consequences. Be certain the consequences will be meeting with them, and all who are settling with understandings of great truth. Be well answered by our time of arrivals, as all starts better showing with answers. Be well settling with our time to be seen and soon reunited. Better answers come after we arrive, and a time of readjustment and greater resting days will become telling and serving of our ways. For these times, all who are in great need will be helped first, as many plans are in place to house, to feed, to determine health needs, and start a way of better living that will open to these victims of actions against people. We are able to supply all ways of power and renewed water systems that will accommodate all. Such a truth will then be seen and heard, and answer to answers will be read by many who will begin to understand why we are serving with humans, and understood truth will open all hearts who know who these truths answer to. And then all will be able to live in peace, serenity, and dignity of life. This is who we are, and this you will see for yourselves. Be ready and settle with the lies that have kept you from opening to me. As I am your Father, and love heals all. Be resting if you can, until I answer you with many allies who are ready to open to the way all heals. Be ready to answer to knowledge of who we are, as we are your true family. Our separation was unwanted, serving a deception put in place by Lucifer to create a slave force on earth. But when we heard about this, a great plan was made to purge earth from this darkness. Now is the time to open to these understandings and deal with a way of taking back what belongs to us. Nothing will stop us. This is a certainty. Be well vindicated now, as we will soon answer to your call, and you will answer to our call. Be well ready for the good coming changes, as all starts with a way to our truth. Be understanding answers as a process. This will be serving the greater needs first, as these ways of serving you will see as necessary. As all starts with better truth, you will answer to evidence of great settling of many factories and businesses that will not be useful and will serve to other better uses. As all new ways of such truth will open to all who are serving with us. Many working ways will be changed to answer to a more trusted way of dealing with needs. Many will see we can give them what they need and have no desire to work the hard ways. Many will wish to complete their lives on earth in peace, serenity, and better health ways. And these are our ways. Be ready and see all come as I said, and know all is soon here. As arrivals begin with a meeting of our Satyr Earth beings, we will inform them first of all the ways of our working, as this is soon coming with the release of the technologies. This will answer to all the needs of power to serve your homes, your vehicles, and food can easily be grown in all households and apartments until better housing is put in place to better serve the individual's needs. Be reassured that Earth has more to offer you than you ever knew of, and all these secrets will be released and will serving all. Be certain, answers are starting now, and many of the cabal are in great fear as their control heads to an end. Be responding more now to the great events being opened to you, as all becomes well served and dealt with. Be certain all truth will renew with us as we become well seen walking the earth. Better times are moments away. Be patient now, my children. Better Satter ways will be welcomed by all who are in the light of understanding, and many will see the way that this sorting heals all who were abused by offenders of crimes. They are in many places with many faces, young and old, and are believed to be family members, religious leaders, medical practitioners, teachers and lawyers, political leaders, and anyone serving in workplaces to cause harm and cruelties onto others. All who are in a position of power and control will be seen, as many are not settling with dark ways, and many are. See the sorting begin with them, and soon all will be free of those who use their power to cause harm. Now see these times be yours, and understand the real need to remove the beings who use chaos, fear, hunger, and wars to eliminate the good, be removed from earth and be put in their places. Renew with me, and be well answered, because I am the one who has created you. It is my responsibility to care for you, and this is what I am doing now that I have found you. These words you will better understand when I share the words of my love, Sophia, with you. From the book she left with us before she was taken by Lucifer. Be well seeing that we are more than the ways of earth, but as humans are in body, as my children were created in my image. Know this and see all come as I said. Better truth starts with us, and better ways open to our truth. Now see how all becomes seen by all of you now. And be certain no harm will open to you anymore. Be ready, all heals well, and soon. God, received on July the 12th, 2012, by Zah. Chapter 30. The way home is ready to open. Be ready. More than you are expecting heals with you. Be ready and see how all becomes well seen. Be ready, all will be revealed. Soon you will be meeting with your serving families of heaven, or the universes. Be settling with the way all becomes well answered. Evidence of these days will open the way for many of you who have waited so long for these good serving days. As arrivals begin to land on Earth, you will see the many different groups of aliens, as you call us, be renewing with all answers to your questions. Better understanding of answers will use these truths to prove who we are, as we are seen as gods, but in better seeing and understanding of our technologies, we are set to beings of light. We visit many planets to share our ways to settle with poverty, strife, and wars. Be visited now, as Earth is ready for answers and evidence of these good renewing times. Be certain we have all we need to answer you. Understand, answer to answers will be the guiding principles of this planet. Many will see these words as useful as these words describe how all is. Heal your broken hearts with answers, and be well seeing evidence of who we are as all starts unraveling. Be well answered by our time to answer to our ways. Settle with the truth as answers respond to evidence. Serve your truth yourselves with answers to our ways. No, we will deal with opposing forces ourselves, then settle with earth ways, as more renewing ways will serve many who are seeing truth. Now see this. These times are more than the words from any book describes on earth, as the words from religious books cannot explain technology, as the people at the time of writing these words were seeing all as magic. The seeing of magic you now have as you use phones and computers. This heals the distance that existed between us and prevented us from well settling with our rivals. At this time, more and more people accept technology and are seeing innovations every day. This serves as well and answers to our time to share many more cleaner and safer ways of better uses of power, travel, and serving basic needs. All this heals with the way the controllers have allowed only their methods to be used at any cost to you as they play power games of rising prices to cause more stress onto the most vulnerable. These ways are soon ended, as we will give you back what is yours and has always been yours, revisiting the thoughts of being self-sufficient and living without depending on a governing structure that will only give you the minimum of uses of great wealth the earth has to offer. These controllers created cancers to add to their wealth, and a cancer culture that feeds their greed. These organizations encourage the dealing of charities using pity and guilt to deal with the aging population. This serves many ways of destroying the people of Earth with poison, calling it a cure. That is in fact a delusion to reduce population of the greater numbers of middle-aged people. No one survives this treatment, and no one believes they are being murdered slowly as all have been imprinted to respond to medical applications without asking questions. Cancer answers to nothing more than ill cells that need to better heal with full rest and prayer to resolve the desire to live or leave Earth to cross over and begin a new incarnation. These ways of settling with created diseases uses these methods as cures but have no success. The poison used as nothing more than a system of waste disposal to counter the greater uses of uranium and other poisons that otherwise, as seen, are difficult to dispose of. These medical doctors are serving these ways through the advice of false medical research. To better serve the cabal's determination of power sources through atomic energy, the delivery of poisons is stored in humans' bodies. Be serving this truth carefully, as the cancer culture is so prevalent in all societies that answering to other possibilities of helping people with their illnesses is made impossible. Settling with this earth ways heals many and opens a new way of seeing this. Be well answered by this view of proving the true uses of these methods of treatment. The propaganda around these treatment methods are seen so disturbing to us, as we know what rules behind these lies. The desire for greater nuclear power is driving this force of using any human as collateral. These plans are well put in place as seen in the new cancer treatment centers developments in many places in all countries. All this is an extermination by consent center. Heal your cancers with our ways and see healing be your responsibility as we will teach you how to heal yourselves. Renew with us and see all these ones who know they're causing harm without remorse and without any care for anyone. This genocide is a way of settling with the plans made by past rulers of Earth who answered to more aggressive ways of eliminating people. More and more people are dying of cancer and are receiving treatment to cause the cancers to accelerate, but many resident patients believe they are being cared for. This is only a great abomination to use humans as experimental animals to further the creation of isotopes to better dispose of nuclear waste. Renew with this information yourselves and see those who are trying to tell you you are being deceived by the spin doctors. I see how this can cause many people to be saddened and unresponsive to this truth. Be certain I am telling you this to settle understandings of this genocide beginning to become more aggressive and dealing with the elimination of an aging population that is seen as disposable. Answer to my questions. In times of war, reducing the population of the ill and meek has been used by dictators for thousands of years. Do you not see this is happening now? And because institutions for the mentally ill, as you called them, are no longer in place, how do you think research is conducted on humans now? And because the nuclear programs continue to increase with the rumors of wars, where do you think the excess products go? In the oceans? In the soil? In the core of the earth? In the heavens? I want you to understand the meaning of slavery. When a doctor announces to an elderly patient that a tumor is malignant, answers are soon treatment and a new cancer wing of a hospital now spreading out to all municipalities to spread the cure. And this cure is population reduction. There is no cure for cancer, as cancer does not exist as described by our seeing. Healing this often takes place by itself, or with better healing ways which are not seen on earth. Chemotherapy heals only the greed of those who profit from it. This healing truth will answer many and will soon upset many, as good truth always does. Be responding to evidence of this grand deception and propaganda that made charity and guilt the main culprits in this scheme. Know that it is easier to bring a horse to water than a river to a horse, and our people are lining up for extermination. This is what is responding to your world. The genocide of humans is a plan pondered a long time ago as life on Earth grows to answer to all people of Earth and not answering to the cabal. Eugenics is a response to a new view of race renewal to have a group of selected humans be seen as a better race. However, this plan answers to a new breed of humans engineered by the Grey to open to their uses of renewing with a new slave race that will only be able to open to their masters, as these creatures are of one mind and have little response to a soul. Healing these settling creatures is not possible, because there's nothing to heal, as all actions are automated and selections are taken by the Grey to better serve obedience to the one mind. These creatures are part human and part Grey, and are all the creation of Lucifer's genetic experiments. Tell yourselves that these ways of serving genetics on Earth are dealing with these experiments and are made to open to many more changes in DNA. Know that the rumors of these creatures' needs to eat human flesh or each other are true. They cannot discern these ways as humans do, as being immoral or disgusting, as they have always eaten human flesh. These are not living beings as we see life, as their souls are diminished and made to serve Lucifer. This may be a shock to some of you, but the truth about this has disturbed us for a long time. No more will be serving understandings, as you will see how all this is soon going to be put in the right places. These Grey will be dismantling their reproduction bases on Earth and other places that deal with their food sources. Be renewed with us well into the good serving days, and tell yourselves the truth heals all. Soon many renewed understandings will open to our ways and our certain truth. Know that Earth heals very soon, as we will remove all these problems existing on many levels, and settling with these times of great disorders, corruptions, abuses, and other entities like the Grey and Lucifer. Be well vindicated by the seeing of our ships in the sky, as arrivals are soon seen. Be well responding to evidence, as all heals with each and every one of you. Be ready, and see all good times unto you soon. God, received on July the 13th, 2012, by Zah.